Every 4 years, Nigeria comes alive. Campaign posters, political rallies, election debates, church prophecies, mosque prayers, arguments in taxis, arguments online, families divided, friendships tested. Then hope returns. Then millions of Nigerians leave their homes, stand in long queues under the scorching sun just to cast a vote. Because every election feels like another chance, another opportunity to finally get it right. And then, a few months later, the disappointment begins. The complaints return. The politicians have failed us. They lied again. Nothing has changed. Every election, we ask the same question. Why do bad leaders keep emerging? But what if we've been asking the wrong question? Maybe the better question is this: why do good people keep electing bad leaders? Last week, I argued that one of Nigeria's biggest lies is the belief that independence automatically creates progress. Freedom is only an opportunity. What a nation becomes depends on what its people build afterwards. And if progress does not happen automatically, then leadership doesn't happen automatically either. Leaders don't fall from the sky. They don't magically appear every 4 years. They arise from the societies that produce them. And that truth is uncomfortable because it means if we want different leaders, we may first need to become different citizens. Now, think about how we choose leaders in this part of the world. When election season comes, what exactly are we looking for? Do we ask who has the best ideas, who understands the economy, who has managed people successfully, who has integrity, who has the discipline to build institutions instead of personal empires? Or do we ask different questions? What tribe is he from? What religion does he belong to? Will our people benefit if this person wins? Did they share rice? Did they pay transport? Can they take care of us? Do they speak our language? Do they attend our church? Do they attend our mosque? Notice something. Elections don't just reveal politicians. They reveal the priorities of the people voting. Because politicians campaign around what wins elections. If competence won elections, they will compete on competence. If ideas won elections, they will compete on ideas. But if identity wins, they will sell identity. If division wins, they will manufacture division. Because politics always follows incentives. Now, before anybody misunderstands me, this is not about blaming ordinary Nigerians. Life here is hard, no doubt. When you are hungry, a bag of rice can look like hope. When you've been neglected for decades, someone promising to favor your community can feel like survival. When institutions have failed you, it is natural to trust people who look like you or pray like you. These choices are understandable, but being understandable doesn't always make them wise, because short-term survival can sometimes produce long-term suffering. Fear is one of the strongest forces in politics. Politicians knows it. And that's why they say things like, if the other tribe wins, if the other religion wins, if that religion takes power, you will lose everything. Fear stops people from asking better questions. Instead of asking, what can this person do? We begin asking, who does this person represent? And once fear takes over, competence becomes secondary. Then comes propaganda. You repeat something often enough, and people begin to believe it. A candidate becomes a messiah. Another becomes a monster. Facts becomes less important than emotions. And slowly, we stop evaluating leaders, we start defending them, even when they fail. Because admitting they failed feels like admitting that we are wrong. Then there is our obsession with strong personalities. We are always searching for the next hero, the next savior, the next political messiah. But nations are rarely transformed by heroes alone. They are transformed by strong institutions. Institutions that uplift presidents. Institutions that reward honesty and punish corruption. Institutions that work no matter who occupies the highest office. When we worship personalities instead of building strong institutions, we remain trapped in the same circle. Here's the hard truth. Every nation eventually gets the political culture it consistently rewards. If corruption keeps winning elections, politicians learn that corruption works. If vote buying succeeds, more politicians will buy votes. If empty promises succeed, more empty promises will be made. But if competence wins, competence becomes valuable. If accountability wins, accountability becomes normal. Politics is like a marketplace. Politicians supply what voters demand. So, change the demand, and eventually the supply changes too. So, what would a different Nigeria look like? Imagine an electorate that asks every candidate, what's your plan? How exactly will you pay for it? What is your record? Who have you served? What have you built? Who will hold you accountable when you become powerful? Imagine a country where debates matter more than musical concerts, where performance matters more than ethnicity, where integrity matters more than popularity. That kind of electorate would force politicians to become better because incentives would have changed. Will that happen overnight? No. Culture doesn't change overnight. Political habits don't disappear in one election. But every transformation begins with a different standard, a different expectation, a different conversation. Maybe the future of Nigeria won't be decided only by the politicians we produce. Maybe it will be decided by the standards we refuse to lower. Because every ballot is more than a vote. It's a mirror. It reflects the values of the nation, casting it. And when those values change, leadership eventually changes too. So the question was never amplified. The question was never simply, who will lead Nigeria? The deeper question has always been, what kind of people will Nigerians choose to become? Because the future is not only written by those who seek power, it's also written by those who decide who deserves it. X2 and this is the Royal Africa. I'll be back.